Okay, dear student, how are you everybody? Okay, fine. Today's I want to discuss about social change. Subject is sociology. If I want to discuss about social change, first of all, we have to know what is the importance of sociology, the chapter of social change. Dear student, you know there are many subjects in your book, sociology, second paper. But I have started to discuss about, given the topic's name, social change. For what? This chapter is very, very important. If I want to discuss about social change, I have to tell about Kingsley Davis. What do I want to discuss? Briefly, I have written on board. For what? Because if you don't understand any topics, then you can find out the source from here. Dear student, do you know from where have I collected this source? From Google. Going to their authentic search. Okay, social change is very important topics. It's a very huge and vast topics. So within a short time, it's not possible to discuss properly way. After all, I wanna discuss within a short time, finding a great source or important chapter, important topics. If I wanna discuss about social change, first of all, I have to say Kingsley Davis definition. You have to write down the question answer, Kingsley Davis definition. So I will discuss what does he tell about social change. Kingsley Davis, technology. First of all, he has given the importance about technology. Technology and different process. Kingsley Davis told us industrialization, urbanization, modernization. Industrialization, urbanization, modernization. Dear student, step by step, I want to discuss what is called industrialization, what is the definition of industrialization, what is called urbanization, what is the explain of modernization. I want to discuss. First of all, I want to introduce to you or all of you Kingsley Davis. Next, social life has been described the caste, joint family, migration, religion, estate. Also, Kingsley Davis has been told technology as an economic life where transportation, communication, agriculture. Dear student, I want to come back to our topics. Our topics was social change. Look at this picture. Look at this board. Social change in Bangladesh. Today's class, I want to discuss about contemporary social change in Bangladesh. So dear student, before you have to take some information about social change, 4 key elements of social change. Before discussing contemporary social change in Bangladesh, I want to discuss 4 key elements: environment, technology, social institution, population. Then I want to discuss types of social change: plant change, unplanned change. What do we mean plant change? What is going to happen or creating by man day by day or step by step? That is called a plant change. Unplanned change. What do we mean unplanned change? Unplanned change: hurricane, flood, drought, earthquake. It can happen anytime in our country. Unplanned change, it's come from unexpectedly. Dear student, planned change is coming by a human. It has a good sense, or it has a positive aspect and negative aspect. What do you mean positive aspect? What do you mean negative aspect? Day or step by step, I want to discuss. First of all, I want to explain about CSCB, Contemporary Social Change in Bangladesh. Before going to our topics, I am coming to discuss dimension of social change. Dimension of social change. Dear student, what do you mean dimension of social change? If I want to try to understand about dimension of social change, we have to know how many kinds of dimension. There are three kinds of dimension of social change: structural dimension, cultural dimension, interactional dimension. Dear student, structural dimension. What do we mean? Structural dimension. If I want to discuss about structural dimension, we have to know about the change of school, education, family, government. Dear student, within short time, I want to say something shortly or briefly. School, education, family, government. School, education, what do we mean? Previous sometimes or previous decades, educational system, school system was not an online system. Nowadays, every kinds of student or educational system was not an online system. Present situation, our system is online based system. Not only educational system but also business or every kinds of things is going on by online. This is called the change of society. By the change of society, it's one kind of social change. Dear student, there are many kinds of changing system. There are three kinds I was discussing here: structural dimension, education, institution, family. Family. Basically, I am not interested to discuss properly way. Just I want to give some information about the types of social change. I told you, step by step I want to discuss properly way. Otherwise, I have given a huge information here. You can find out going to authentic search Google. Then you can search or you will book these types of lecture properly way you can understand. By the way, coming back to discuss cultural dimension, dear student. Cultural dimension, what do you mean cultural dimension? Previous sometimes our culture was like that Bengali culture. I want to come in to say something about Bangladeshi culture next. Now I want to say something world culture. World culture, this is the one kind of web. Why can I understand web? Because sometimes we can follow some functional program or program they are studying or listening Hindi song and DJ song, but they are not interested to listen our native song or our Bengali song. For what, dear student? Because this is the one kind of changing system, instrumental system, or every kinds of things is going to change. But previous sometimes all of our person or young generation, they were so much fond of to listen our cultural program. But nowadays we have gotten there are several technology or by using internet, and we also know that world has created a global village, so we have a lots of opportunity to watch English movie or Hindi movie or anything else. That's why cultural situation, cultural aspect is going to change step by step. Like that, instrumental change. who are interested to listen Bengali song, but they are not interested to listen the previous instrumental song. Changing their instrumental or tone, they are going to listen Bengali song. Like that. Next, I want to discuss properly way. Now, interactional dimension. Social relationships change. Day by day, it's going to change social relationship. Dear students, also I want to say something, types of social change. There are many kinds of social change. Here, process, evolution, progress, reform, revolution. Also has a word, westernization and secularization, social mobility, modernization, sanskritization. Dear student, I will discuss next class here properly way. Now I am coming back to our topics. Our topics were social change in Bangladesh and contemporary social change in Bangladesh, CSCB, contemporary social change in Bangladesh. If I want to discuss about contemporary social change in Bangladesh properly way, dear student, have to follow or find out this information first of all. Already reading this article, I have collected some information for you what can be very helpful for you. Dear student, you can find out this chapter very easy if you are interested to understand this information. First of all, I want to declare you how many types of information have I included for you. First of all, economics, business, borderless market. I am coming to discuss next. I want to read first of all. Education, women empowerment, impact on foreign culture, communication, computer-based cultural, social relationship, garments, percentage of education and power, structure, consumerism, rural and urban, ICT, that means technological change or internet use. I am coming to discuss elaborately next. First of all, I want to say something. English education and divorce, gender, religion, and also natural disaster, geographic, migration, NGO. Dear student, now I am coming to explain step by step. Look at me, dear student. I have written here some information, but I gave some dot. Here 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot. First of all, I want to discuss taking 3 dot and 4 dot. ICT, internet and email via. What do we mean ICT or computer based knowledge? I want to coming to discuss social change. Day by day our society is going to change step by step. Technological change. Suppose previous sometimes if I wanna talk to my mom, talk to your parents, you have to go to shop or land phone. Or another way, elementary stage, men communicate by letter or sending a person. Day by day or after passing a couple of days, couple of months, couple of years or a couple of decades, they have changed their communication system. That is called social change. What will be improvement or progress? Dear student, here progress is, first of all, they have created a computer. This computer was not a smart computer. After passing some days, a couple of days, they have started to create a digital computer or giving strong process what can communicate within a nanosecond to communicate. That is called supercomputer. Not only that, but also they have discovered, those who are scientists, they have discovered a smartphone. What can be create a global village, global phone. I know previous sometimes the whole world was a world. Now I can communicate in whole world by mobile phone, by computer. That is called one kind of things. Dear student, I am coming to communication another part. We are using email, Viber, Skype, WhatsApp. Now, if I wanna see who is living in Canada or America or UK, if I wanna see or watch him or her, I wanna give a video call by Skype and video call by Viber. Then we can see her without going her. That is called technological change of social change. Dear student, I have included here several information, but why have I started this information, this point? Because nowadays every kinds of things are going to change as a result of technology. Dear student, it's a very, very important topic. Within a short time, it's not possible to discuss properly way. After all, I am coming to give a message, only information. Whatever you can write down properly way, you can understand properly way to collect a huge aspect, collect huge information. Dear student, I am coming back. I want to give example. Suppose this is the pandemic situation. Our Prime Minister told us not to go out of door. And also, who are admin? Your admin is your principal. He told you, or your teachers, they told you not to go your house, not to go your outdoor. So what should you do? Stay your residence, you can study. How? Because you have a great chance by internet or WhatsApp, Viber, Facebook. Dear student, Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg had given the name Facebook for what? Facebook smartphone is one kind of book. One book is a world all library. A smartphone is one kind of library. If you are capable or able to use this smartphone, you can collect every kind of information to stay your residence. No need to go out of your residence, no need to come to your school, no need to come to your college, no need to come to your university. This is the pandemic situation. Dear student, my dear student, our Prime Minister told you to stay your residence for what? Pandemic situation. So, I wanted to give example. Without coming college or school or university, we are taking your class to stay your home. That is called a social change, aspect of social change. I hope that you can understand ICT, internet, or information technological change, what is going to change. Dear students, dear learners, suppose you think that previous some decades, those who are students, if they face any epidemic, they had no chance to use or apply themselves by this way. Without coming here in a situation, you are studying to stay your residence. You can get a chance to communicate with me, with your admin, with your teacher, with your learners, with your parents, every family members. For what? That is called the change of technology. Technology's first stage was an elementary stage. It was not a modernization. Dear student, I want to give you information another. Day by day, world is going to modernization. Like that, food, dress, culture, and living, housing, every kinds of things is going to change. Dear learners, how? I am coming to explain after giving some information. Maybe you have understood internet. What do you mean internet? It was a communication system. What can be connected in a same time or on the same time with all over the world people. That is called the internet. Maybe if I want to get a time or chance next class, I want to give elaborately ICT, internet, computer, Viber, Facebook, every kinds of things try to understand you properly way. So why have I started taking these topics? Social change, contemporary social change in Bangladesh. Our Bangladesh was not a developed country. It is a third world country, developing country or development country and developed country. Developed country, development country, developing country. There are three kinds of country in our world. So Bangladesh is going to day by day developed country. For what? Do you know, my student, dear learners? You know, our Prime Minister has taken a good decision. What can be very helpful for you? What can be change your luck? What can be created your job sector? And every kinds of things are going to change. After all, we should have to try how to apply yourself, how to stand up. This is the time to take care of yourself. This is the time closing your door, open your eyes. What do you mean, dear student, dear learners? It's a very important thought, because closing your door, try to open your eyes. Then you can look after all over the world situation, what is going to happen. Dear student, I am coming to explain properly way here. Next class. So I am coming to give the example here. Here are two dots, women empowerment. Information communication technology I will discuss next properly way. Now I am coming empowerment. Women empowerment. If you follow some times or some decades, women has no value. They would stay their house, they would go to household activities, but they have no demand. Nowadays, they are going to job sector. They are participating in job. They are earning money. They are getting their demand. For what? Do you know, my dear student? Dear learners. Because they are going to be educated. And they are going to change. They know how to struggle, how to be great learners. That's why, at the same time, they are going to get a job. Women empowerment. Those who are women in our country. What can help those who are uneducated women? Dear learners, here I have point out garments. Some person uneducated girls staying or living in the rural area, they wouldn't get sufficient treatment. They wouldn't get food, shelter, clothes. They are suffering extremely. But garments, when started their industry, that's time they are coming to participate their job, and they are going to get a good shelter to survive, to getting food, everything. What do you mean, dear learners? That is called social change. Dear learners, social change is important topics all over the world. Remember that sociology is the very important subject in the worldwide. But Bangladeshi people are going to give the space to understand this subject. Dear learners, their next information, garments, has given a great opportunity for them. Those who are suffering like that, or hospitality, or treatment, or everything. Now they have gotten to alive in this earth. Dear learners, now I am going to discuss 3 dot English education. It's a very fantastic topic. Dear learners, English education. Why have I given 3 dot? Social change English education. For what? Do you know? Am I be able to talk in English, to deliver a lecture in English? I told you technological term. Going to or using technology, I had learned English properly well. Some person they told your subject is Bengali, or your subject is sociology, your subject is you have come from computer science, CSE. You have no need to learn English. So it's very bad idea. English is a mother subject. Everybody should learn So, English language or English education is going to change day by day, dear learners. Suppose those you are coming to be a computer man, CC, Tripoli, or anything else, or any department, or doctor, engineer, barrister, every kinds of sector, they're going to importance for learning English. For what do you know, dear learners? Because English is an international language. If you want to be smart, if you want to know anything else, if you want to know any information from the world, you have to know English language. Without learning English language, you have no ability, you are not capable to understand my lecture. Dear learners, I'm so happy to see you because you are so much passionately or being passionately, you are trying to listen my lecture. What can we help you? Dear student, I told you English education is very, very important. Is it possible within short time to deliver a lecture, dear student? It's not possible. After all, I'm trying just a little bit. I'm trying to give information just a little bit. Now, I am coming to 2 dots. Social relationship. Social relationship already I have discussed a little bit. Suppose you think that now I can communicate with any friends who are living another country, India, my neighbor country, Nepal, Sri Lanka, another, or going to foreign country, then or when I communicate foreign country, then have to try to where did I go? Here, social relationship. Then we can discuss, we can communicate by Facebook, WhatsApp, Viber, and social relationship is going to happen by this way. Dear example, I am coming to give example. Dear student, I had a friend, but I wouldn't know personally her. Going to my FB ID or my page, you can see first picture or another picture, some person who had come from America or UK. They are my friend. For what? How? Do you know, dear learners? Going to Facebook, I knocked them. I want to be interested to make friendship with you. Are you agree? They told me or accepted my friend request. They gave me a chance to be a friend. As a result of social relationship, they came to our country. I contact with her. I talk to her. For what? That is called one kind of change or social. Basically, I don't know. I wouldn't know about her, about them. But technology gave. Technology, I told you first of all, it is a very important aspect. So, social relationship develop. It's a very huge topic. It's not possible to only discuss. Now, I'm coming. Percent is gender. Gender. Look here. Gender like race is a social code and respect. Gender, what do you mean gender? Gender, if I want to discuss properly way about gender, discrimination have to come back. Gender discrimination is a social change. What kinds of change? Like that I am coming to give example within a short time. It's a vast topic and huge information here. Suppose my father or my parents or my elder brother has 2 children. One children is boy, another children is daughter. Basically, when he will go to market, he will buy a gun or football for his boy kids. And when he is going to buy a toy, I ask a question. For what are you buying toy? My daughter. This is the gender discrimination. Because when they will stay their residence, they will tell them they are going to give a message. You are a girl, you are a boy. Dear learners, there is no differentiate between girl and boy. We are human. But when they would know about the differentiate between girl and boy, then they are going to be anxious to fight, to struggle like you. Because this is the gender discrimination. When a girl is going to cycling, a society told her, taking her, you are a girl, are you cycling? It's not. It's a very tough situation. So day by day, society is going to change. Girls are cycling, girls are doing everything, girls are coming to be a police officer, or every sector girls are coming. Gender like race is a social construct, experience, but it is not a biological term, dear learners. Within short time, it's not possible to discuss properly way. Contemporary society, social change in Bangladesh is a common, very important topic. Dear learners, remember, girls are going to get some bad news that I am a girl. I have no permission to go out. I have to stay in my home. I have to do something. Who is a boy? He's going to swim. He's going to fight. He's going to playground. But parents are going to tell them or going to give them the message, you are a girl. You have no permission. Go out. Stay here. That is called kardam. You know, the system of religion. Those who are Muslim, some family members, they are telling them, they are going to give them the message. Their daughter, don't go out, don't appear, don't present your face, going to market, going to school, going to college. Like that, it is the one kind of touchy point I will discuss. Remember that, dear learners, maybe you have understood. Now, I will discuss this topic properly way next class. Now I am doing this 2 dot. Here, is there any 2 dot? No. Now I am going to another percentage of education. I am going to discuss percentage of education. Dear learners, previous some decades when our government was not present, I did love her personally, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. You know, is loving my country, is trying to do something what is very helpful for our country. But previous some decades, Bangladesh's people, they were coming poverty arena. They wouldn't get any shelter, they wouldn't get any educational situation, educational environment. Our government coming, create something what can be very helpful for them. They are giving a chance. They are giving some money, stipend, what can be very helpful for them. Dear learners, remember that world is going to change day by day. Society is going to change. That is called a social change, contemporary social change. Some person are coming to help us to change our society. First of all, if I want to remember a person name, I have to remember our leader, our great leader, our father of nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He started to show a light, how to change the world, how to create a Bangladesh. Dear learners, I didn't come to support any politics. I have come here or present here to give the example. Don't be frustrated on me, because I don't basically, being a lecturer, I have no right to support any political party standing here. Which one is true? That's one I am bound to tell. Okay, dear learners, I am coming next one to describe properly way. Government's percentage of education, day by day, percentage of education is going to happen, is going to create something what is very helpful for our country. Lecture is going to update properly way. Now, power of structure. Power of structure is a very elaborate topic. Rural arena, urban arena. There are two types of power arena. Power structure belongs to the politics, which government are continue. There are many aspects of power structure. Next class I will discuss. Come to the point. Consumerism, rural area, urban area. Here is this topic is broad, so no need to discuss here. Divorce, dear student, I want to discuss divorce. Some bad effect, social change, getting some opportunity, divorce rate is going to develop day by day. And changing from previous day, divorce system was a law system, divorce system was vast chapter. I should discuss next class properly. Gender already I have discussed. Religious. Religion. Dear student, do you know how many percent or percentage of Muslim Bangladesh live in? Do you know? 88%. And 12% Buddhist, Hindu, Christian. That is cool. 20%. And ethnic. Dear learners, I want to remember next topics. Why Muslim and what is the percentage? What is the aspect of percentage history of Muslim and Hindu? Next class. But already I wanna religion. I wanna give the information of religion aspect. I told you about that. It's a vast topics. Within short time, it's not possible to discuss. Religion has a several information or huge information. Natural disaster. A little bit I wanna say. Our class is going to lot or going too long. That's why I'm coming to shortcut. Here is natural disaster. Natural disaster is unexpectedly. Nowadays or present semester situation, pandemic situation is a natural disaster. I believe it's one kind of natural disaster like that flood and drought and hurricane, etc. Bangladesh was a poor country, and nowadays Bangladesh is going to develop country day by day. And natural disaster, we have no power to control natural disaster. Natural disaster is one kind of disaster what is coming unexpectedly. Disaster has a subject, so disaster topics is huge information. So no need to know properly way. Just you should have to write down what do you mean natural disaster. Then migration, NGO. Migration, what do you mean? NGO activities. So this topic is also huge. Geography, huge. It's not possible to discuss properly way to this class. Maybe you should have to go to your chapter, social change. Then you have to find out this information properly way. If you are not able or capable to understand these topics, then you can give me a question, you can give me a comment. I will try all types of information from authentic source. Dear learners, already I should complete communication, computer based. Already I have discussed the technological term or aspect, communication and computer based society already. Cultural program. Dear learners, within short time I should say something cultural program. I told you that cultural program is going to change day by day. Our program was previous, sometimes program was another system. Nowadays every kind of cultural program is going to change this update program. So cultural program I will discuss next class. Impact on foreign culture. I want to give some little bit information. Impact of foreign culture. Like that, I am wearing this dress, and if you go to Dhaka city from rural area, rural area or urban city, then you can watch. This is the cultural movement there. They are listening the music of American. They are watching English movie. Beauty and the Beast, another object. This is a cultural wave that is called the impact of foreign culture. Not only here has a huge change, social change, educational system. No, here changes food system or eating system or living system, housing system, hospital instrument, and everything is going to change. Impact on foreign culture. Going to foreign country, our learners, who is coming to lead our country, going to foreign country, they are taking aspect, they are taking a theme what can be very helpful for our country. Then without going, we are watching by TV, we are watching TV program, we are watching movie, going computer, we are following some aspect or craft, we are trying to change our society. It's going to change the society. Now, communication system already, cultural program I have discussed. Now, I want to discuss borderless market. Dear student, last I want to discuss about borderless market. What do you mean borderless market? Technological aspect has given a great opportunity. That's why sometimes border has a permitted, border has a obstacle. If you wanted to communicate to any Indian people, you should have done to take a border permission. But without going physically, you can communicate with India. Not only India, but also all over the world. Like that. Borderless country, that's why borderless country, if I want to make business, I want to communicate by smartphone or computer. That's why today's world is going to borderless village, global village, global aspect, and whole world is going to develop their technological aspect. That's why, as a result, borderless market has been created, and online and education system. Already I have discussed here education, and borderless market also has built up our business quality. Dear learners, already I have discussed properly way all this information a little bit, because within a short time it's not possible to discuss, to give a lecture properly way. So our topics was social change in Bangladesh. Dear learners, social change in Bangladesh. Then we have to come out how types of social change, but I didn't discuss properly way. Next class I will try to give proper lecture on types of social change. Then already we have gotten 4 key of elements: environment, technology, social institution, and population. Dear learners, this chapter, this topic is very, very important. Present situation or pandemic situation, what is coming to as a result of technology, you are going to get a chance to stay your residence to participate our class. Dear learners, I am coming to social institution next class and population next class. It's huge discussion. Also I have discussed a little bit dimension of social culture, structural dimension, cultural dimension, interactional dimension. Already I have discussed a little bit. Also I have given some information: economics, business, borderless market, and education, women empowerment, computer communication, computer-based culture, social relationship, garments, percentage of education, power of structure, consumerism, ICT, computer-based, computer and technological, internet, Viber, email, and WhatsApp. Already I have discussed. Also English education. There are 2 components. Is very, very important. ICT and English education. It's the very, very essential and important topics. Dear learners, remember, going to your residence or staying, you're not to going because you are staying now your residence. So giving your time or spending your evaluate time, you can change yourself. Understanding my class, I believe. Also, my dear students, dear learners, I am coming to deliver a lecture in English. If you don't understand my lecture properly way, you should give comment. I will try to solve your all kinds of problem. Dear learners, remember that pandemic situation. Okay, you have no chance come out. Dear learners, listen to me. Pandemic situation, you have no right to come out from your door. So stay safe, stay home. End of the stage. I am coming to say something. What do we mean social change? Today's our topics was social change in Bangladesh. The main topics was CSCD, contemporary social change in Bangladesh. Dear learners, maybe you have understood my class. Okay, thank you so much. I'll try to come next class. I figure out. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.